Hey, what's up guys? So I'm going to be talking about some of the cards I'm currently looking forward to from the return of the Duelist because a sneak peek is going to be tomorrow for me, so I will share what I've gotten from sneak peek once that happens tomorrow. But yeah, I just wanted to go over some of the cards that I'm actually looking forward to. The whole list actually hasn't been revealed for the TCG still. I was checking out the Wikia. But anyways, so let's go ahead and check out some of the cards that I'm actually looking forward to. And maybe you'll know that these cards are actually pretty good. So first off, Silver Sentinel. This used to be Silvery Snow Sniper. But they changed the name, and his effect is you can set it from your hand in your spell and trap zone as a spell card, and then during the end phase of this turn, this set card in your spell and trap zone was destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard. Target one card your opponent controls if possible. Spell summon this card from the graveyard, and if you do, destroy that target. So basically what it is you put it as your back row of the Heavy Storm MSTM. Basically, during the end phase, you get to not only destroy a card, but then special summon this card, which is also a pretty decent card. I mean, he's got 1500 attack. He is a level 4 warrior, so, you know, if you wanted to, I mean, you can technically, make cards like Heroic Champion Excalibur, which also just came out from Return of the Duelist. It also came out in the tins. So yeah, pretty decent card. Next up, Chronomaly Crystal Chronaut. That's a hard word to say, but it's an Exceed. It's just a rank 3 that requires 2, so pretty easy to make a tour guide. And then his effect, I really like it. It's once per turn when this card is targeted for an attack, you can detach one material. It can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects, and also your opponent takes any battle damage you would have from battles involving this card. It's kind of like, I wouldn't want to call it like a Zen mains, but I mean it has that survival ability, but only when it's targeted for an attack can you detach. So that is where it's not as good as Zen mains, where Zen mains on top of that you get destroyed at the end phase. But the reason why I'm probably going to end up playing this card literally is just because he's a light. He's got 2100 attack, so he will be similar to Giga Brilliant, although I do like the other effect he has when he's targeted for an attack. So against E-Heroes, I think I'll probably end up making this. I think it'll be a pretty good card to make against E-Heroes, and I think it's a pretty good card too. 2100 attack, pretty low, but it's just one of those light targets where sometimes, that's pretty much why Giga Brilliant sees any play. It's pretty much just because he's a light target. Next up, Gigant X. So I think he's going to be one of the cards that people are looking for in this set. Currently, I looked at the set, and I couldn't find any cards personally that were like, secret rare or ultra rare that were really good, other than I felt like the Silver Sentinel card, that card was good, and I thought like this card. So maybe those two cards will be the cards people will be looking for in this set. So yeah, this card, it's just basically once per turn you can detach the material and add one level 4 machine type monster from your deck to from your graveyard to your hand. So, and then when this card leaves the field, you can target one level 3 or lower your Gaia monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. So really good, and he has so many different effects. So not only when he comes out do you get auto +1 basically, as long as he doesn't get failured, but on top of that, when it leaves the field, that means destroy a battle. Whenever it leaves the field, even compulse, you get an effect. So overall, really solid card. I feel like this card's really good. Too bad it wasn't level 4 or lower. That way you could use perhaps one of the materials that you detached to make him in the first place, but that would be too good. But I think this card definitely will be a very popular card. Next up, Spellbook of Secrets. Now I think this is definitely a card that I think the Spellbook archetype will definitely run 3 of. I don't see why not. I mean, it's basically like their version of Reinforcement of the Army, I guess you can call it. But you can only activate one Spellbook of Secrets per turn, so there's the downside to that. So it seems like it's a pretty good card, and there's a lot of different Spellbook cards. So I like how it's like you just search for any card that you essentially need in that moment. So I think this card will definitely be good, and you'll probably want to run 3 of them. This card, I believe this card's common. Although on all these rarities, guys, I'm not positive on the rarities, so they could still change because, as you guys know, Sneak Peek is not till tomorrow, and some places it's not till Sunday. But this is Void Trap Hole, and so when your opponent special summons a monster or monsters, because it has a parentheses and S, so it's like bottomless, you can hit multiple things, with 2000 or more attack, negate the effects of one of those monsters with 2000 or more attack, and if you do, destroy it. So I'm pretty sure you can do it when they summon one monster, and you just negate the effect and you get to destroy it. So I feel like that card is just really good. It's just one of those cards. I mean, Torrential and Mirror Force Mirror Force probably will be at 2. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen that one list, but I'll be updating the ban list as far as letting you guys know what it is. Once I find out on the official Konami site, I'll let you guys know on that. But if Mirror Force does go to 2, I don't know if this card will be very viable. I still think it's pretty decent though against anything, because now with all the exceeds going around, I think most of the good ones have relatively large attack, and you can just get rid of them with that. I wish it just banished the monster though, but I like how it's I'm not sure why it has to say or more. I don't know why you would have to negate the effects of one of them, and if you do, destroy it. So if you actually have to have 2 monsters special summon to actually destroy it, then I wouldn't recommend this card being good. But how it's worded right now, I'm pretty sure. If you guys know, let me know. I really think that if they just special summon one monster, you could just destroy it, and if so, that card's just pretty decent. It's just like a, I don't know what I would call it. There's not really a card that you can really compare it to at the moment, because I was like, oh, it's kind of like, no, it's not like Trap Hole. Because that Trap Hole's normal summon, and this is only special summon. So I think this card could be good, but again, it's only if you can activate it when they just go for one monster. I wish this was a counter trap also, but it does negate the effects of one of them, and then you destroy it. Interesting. I think the card's pretty decent though. I like that it negates the effect too. Next up, 3 of a kind, and if you guys know, agents, if they are making a comeback, this card will be, okay. Some people might try it out. I don't think it's very consistent. I just think it's kind of funny. I'm just looking forward to see what some people can do with this card, because it seems pretty good. So if you control 3 or more face-up monsters with the same name, except for tokens, target 3 cards your opponent controls and destroy those targets. I wish it was a little bit better. I wish it was up to 3. Now this means that you have to actually have 3 cards that your opponent controls and you destroy all of them. So I think it's a pretty good card. If it was up to, it would be a lot better. But I was thinking with Shine Ball, you can make that pretty easy. I mean, agents can pull that off like nothing. So maybe some people will try an agents, like get through Mystical Shine Ball, bam, 3 of a kind. it'd be just kind of funny, and it'd be interesting if you guys can see the picture. There's Power Bond, Cyber Dragon's Way, Proto Cyber Dragon, and Raider Cyber Dragon. So they show you how to essentially use it. So basically that means that you can use monsters where it gets the names of something else. So that'll be pretty interesting. I'm just kind of looking forward to see how people really use this card. Next up, Soul Drain. So activating by paying 1,000 life points, the effect of monsters that are banished or in the graveyard cannot be activated. So I think this is pretty good. Anything goes that activates in the graveyard can't be activated. So it's kind of like a skill drain for Dark Worlds, I guess you could say. You get to skill drain them back, and I do like how you have to pay 1,000. It's one of those mechanics in the game where you're shutting down a certain mechanic of the game, essentially. Like skill drain shuts down a certain mechanic of the game, and I like how you have to pay life to essentially use those. I think that's good because that's part of the cost. I think this will be interesting. I'm trying to wonder what people will side this against. I know Dark Worlds, this could be an option for that. I'm trying to think of what else off the top of my head that Soul Drain will be good against. I know Dark Worlds, but I mean at that point you could just play Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, which will probably be good against a lot of other things. But I think that this card has some potential, and someone will probably think of some pretty cool combos with Soul Drain. And this is the last card over here, Rebound. So when your opponent activates a card effect that would return a card or cards on the field to the hand, negate that effect. If you do, send 1 card from your opponent's hand or side of the field to the graveyard. So that's a really good effect. And then on a bonus, when this set card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, draw 1 card. So I think that this card can see some potential. I know a lot of people are playing Compulse right now, but I like it so you can just set it and you can just draw a card potentially if they don't have those. But I think it's a really good card. But unfortunately, I think we're going to have Bryanak banned from that one list again. And unfortunately, you can't really use this against Bryanak. But I think this card, is pretty interesting. I think it's just overall pretty good. I don't think it'll see any play as far as in the main deck. But, some people might try it out to see how it works. I'm not sure of any cards that, like to bounce stuff back that, is in the meta at the moment. But, I mean, it'll be pretty interesting to see someone pull this off. Like, this card will be pretty game-breaking if you can successfully pull it off, because not only do you negate that effect, but you get to, send 1 card from your opponent's hand or side of the field to the graveyard. Pretty good card. So, yeah, those are some of the cards that I'm excited about, and I'll be updating some other cards later on once I go to Sneak Peek and check out all the cards, because there are some TCG exclusives, and I'll let you guys know, and I'll show you guys what I get in my packs for tomorrow. But thanks for watching, guys, and let me know what cards you guys are excited about in the Sneak Peek, or what cards you guys are excited about from Return of the Duelist, because so far I haven't been too excited about really any of the cards except for this card over here, the Silver Sentinel. I think he's pretty cool. And then I was reading this card, Cold Snap. I was like, wait, is that Cold Wave? No, it's not even close to Cold Wave. However, hold on. I was checking out the tips on this, and it was actually pretty funny. I'll show you guys this. We'll go through this real quick. If you activate this card, Mystical Ref Panel, it's activate when a spell card that targets one player is activated, the effect of the spell card is applied to the other player instead. So what's funny is, like, people were saying use this against when people use duality, which would be hilarious. It's pretty funny because when your opponent activates duality and you Mystical Wrath Panel them, they still can't spell summon, and you get to add the card. So it's pretty awesome in that aspect. As well as, like, if they activate MST, it kind of just reflects the MST. It's pretty decent. But yeah, I was reading Cold Snap and I was like, wait, did they just bring back Cold Wave in another form? It's not even viable at all. It's more like you have to have that card plus Rough Panel, and at that point, what's the point of playing it? That's just my take on it. But I'm sure some people maybe we'll figure out some way where you can, again, make it so your opponent takes the effect of Cold Snap, because I don't understand what purpose this card actually even has at all, other than trying to use Ref Panel and reflecting, or somehow reflecting it so it affects your opponent, essentially. Because why would you be like, oh, let me activate this, now I can't set any spell or trap cards, or activate them? That just seems awful. But yeah, so those are the cards that I'm excited about. Not Cold Snap, I'm not excited about that card. Pretty much just, I'm excited about this card. I like this card, I think it's cool. And I think it's a manatee or a stingray, I'm not sure which one, but it's just because he's light and you can make it with tour guide. Plus he's a psychic, so if you get out this card plus Android, pretty good stuff. But yeah, those are the cards that I'm excited about. But let me know what some of the cards you guys are excited about, because I'm interested to see what you guys say. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.